How to safely pack medications for travel. New TSA rules for 2025. Think you can just toss your meds into your bag and breeze through airport security? Not anymore. In 2025, TSA rules around medications are stricter, sneakier, and more confusing than ever. And one wrong move could delay your flight, or worse, separate you from the prescriptions you literally can't travel without. Whether you're packing pills, injectables, or grandma's mystery cream, these updated tips could save you from a security headache or a full-blown airport disaster. Let's get into it. Tip number 1. Prescription meds are TSA-proof, even the liquidy, sloshy, squishy kind. Here's the thing most travelers still don't realize. Prescription medications are completely exempt from TSA's dreaded 311 liquid rule. That's right, you can bring your full-sized prescription creams, eye drops, pre-filled injection pens, and even that weirdly giant bottle of cough syrup that looks like it belongs in a hospital supply closet, and it's not just a little grace. There's no official limit. So if your medication is medically necessary, TSA is supposed to let you bring as much as you need for the trip. No need to decant your eczema cream into a contact lens case, or try to convince a screener that your insulin pen is actually a very niche vape. Now, will TSA give you side-eye if you're hauling a family-sized bucket of prescription lotion? Maybe. But can they stop you? Nope. Just keep things labeled and ready to explain if needed. The last thing you want is to end up trying to mime prescription acid reflux gel to a confused security officer during a bag check. Tip number 2. Over-the-counter meds? TSA is surprisingly chill, even in bulk. Good news for those of us who travel with half a drugstore in our bag. Over-the-counter medications are usually no problem at all. You can bring full bottles of Advil, Tylenol, allergy pills, motion sickness tablets, antacids, you name it. No one's going to stop you and ask why you need 300 chewable Tums. They'll just assume you fly budget airlines like the rest of us. Even liquids like cough syrup or saline solution can go over the 3.4-ounce limit if they're considered medically necessary. And yes, medically necessary is a bit vague, but let's be real. Nobody's chugging cold syrup recreationally mid-flight. Just don't be sneaky. TSA gets suspicious when they find sticky mystery fluids in shampoo bottles. Keep everything in its original packaging if you can, or at least clearly labeled. The goal is to not end up in that sad little side room for a bag search because your Vicks looked like something else entirely. Tip number 3. Never, and I mean never, pack your meds in your carry-on suitcase. Look, we all love a good roller bag. But if you haven't noticed, airlines are constantly begging people to gate check them. That means your carry-on could get taken from you at the gate, tossed under the plane, and possibly sent on a magical journey to the wrong city. If your medications are in that bag, you're out of luck. Imagine landing with no insulin, no heart meds, no anything, because your suitcase took a detour to Cleveland. So here's the move. Always pack your medications in your personal item. That smaller backpack, purse, or tote bag that lives under the seat in front of you, that's the only bag guaranteed to stay with you the entire flight. Put your meds in there. Easy access. No drama. No desperate airport pharmacy runs. Tip number 4. Use a clear, dedicated bag just for medications, not your toothpaste pouch. This is where people mess up all the time. They shove their pills, eye drops, and random ointments into the same little toiletry bag with their shampoo and deodorant, then act shocked when TSA pulls them aside like they're hiding something. Instead, use a separate clear bag just for your medications and medical supplies. Not your 311 liquids bag. Not your Ziploc full of lip balm and makeup. A separate bag. Crystal clear. Easy to grab. It'll make the security process way smoother. TSA can see everything at a glance, and you won't have to explain why your allergy drops are snuggled up next to a leaky bottle of mouthwash. Plus, if you do get pulled aside, you can just hand them your medical bag, instead of unpacking your entire bathroom on the inspection table like it's a sad airport version of The Price is Right. Before we jump into the next tip, if you're finding this helpful, please give the video a like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel, and I genuinely appreciate every single one of you for watching. Also, let me know in the comments. What's the one medication you absolutely can't travel without? Whether it's your daily prescription or that emergency antacid stash, I'd love to know what always makes it into your bag. All right, let's keep going. Tip number 5. Controlled substances? Keep it labeled or prepare for questions. If you're traveling with medications like Adderall, Ambien, or anything that makes TSA's eyebrow twitch, do yourself a favor and leave it in the original prescription bottle. This isn't the time to get clever with unlabeled pill organizers or mystery Ziplocs. TSA may let it through, but if you're flying into a state with stricter drug laws, or heaven forbid internationally, you could run into trouble real fast. You don't want to be that poor soul trying to explain to a customs officer that your unmarked white pills are for focus and sleep and not something shady. At the very least, take a photo of your prescription label on your phone just in case. One little label could save you hours of interrogation and a TSA supervisor giving you the slow blink of disappointment. Tip number 6. Gel packs are fine, but only if they're frozen solid at security. Got meds that need to stay cool? TSA will allow gel packs or ice packs, but there's a catch. They need to be rock solid when you go through security. If they're even slightly melty or slushy, a TSA agent might toss them in the bin and leave you explaining how your life-saving medication now comes with a side of room temperature. So don't get cute with it. Freeze your gel packs overnight and pack them last, so they're still solid when you hit the scanner. Trust me. A fully frozen pack means less drama, less explaining, and zero risk of having to beg the Starbucks next to gate C9 for a cup of ice. Tip number 7. TSA Cares is real, and it's a total game changer. If you've got a medical condition, anxiety about flying, or just hate dealing with the chaos of airport security, you need to know about TSA Cares. It's a free service where a passenger support agent literally meets you at security and helps guide you through the whole process. No, it's not some VIP luxury thing. You don't need a diagnosis, a doctor's note, or a fancy travel tier. You just have to contact TSA Cares at least 72 hours before your flight and say, "Hey, I'd like a little help." That's it. And yes, they're surprisingly nice. Way nicer than Chad, who just dumped your tray at the scanner and mumbled something about removing shoes and socks. Don't suffer in silence. TSA Cares exists, and it's one of the few airport services that actually does what it says on the label. Tip number 8. TSA rules do not equal international rules. Check your destination's laws or risk losing your meds. Here's where things get dicey. Just because TSA lets you board with a medication doesn't mean it's legal in the country you're flying to. That Adderall? Banned in Japan. Sudafed? Illegal in Mexico. Your harmless sleep aid? Could get you detained in Singapore. Even meds that are totally fine in the US can land you in hot water overseas. Customs officers don't care what your TSA screener said, and trying to explain your prescription through Google Translate never ends well. So before you fly internationally, double-check the medication laws for your destination. Seriously, one quick Google search could save you from fines, confiscations, or a very awkward layover interrogation. Tip number 9. Don't count on airport Wi-Fi. Always keep digital copies of your prescriptions. Look, we all want to believe the airport Wi-Fi will work when we need it, but let's be honest, it barely works when you're not in a panic. If TSA questions one of your meds, or if you're asked to prove it's legit at customs, having digital proof ready can save the day. Take a photo of your prescription labels, save a copy of your doctor's note, email them to yourself, upload them to the cloud, or stash them in your Notes app. Just make sure you can pull them up without needing a signal from the nearest overpriced coffee shop. If your phone dies, boom, pull it up from another device. If your meds go missing and you need an emergency refill overseas, having those details at your fingertips could literally be a lifesaver. It takes 60 seconds to prep and could save you hours of stress. Future you will thank you. And that's it. You're officially smarter than 99% of travelers when it comes to packing medications for your flight. But before your next flight, especially if you're stuck back in economy with the rest of us, do yourself a favor and check out the video on screen now. 14 must-know tips to survive a long flight in 2025. It's full of real tricks to stay comfortable, sane, and at least slightly less jet-lagged. Thanks again for watching.